welcome back. Got something a bit different again today. So literally last night, about 10 o'clock, took delivery of a car that I won off an auction, not co-part. So it is actually in one piece. So we're going to go through that, and I'll just go through sort of the processes about what I do when I get a car from auction and how we prep it for sale. Although this particular one I'm going to give to my stepdad for a couple of weeks while he waits for his new van to turn up. So it needs to be running right. But it's not the most interesting car in the world, unlike the Impreza and the Astra, which you've seen on the channel. But I thought some people might be interested. So yeah, Scooby, Astra, Civic. The Civic is mine too. But yeah, literally took delivery of it last night. 1.6 diesel. Apparently it does 60 odd miles per gallon. I've had a quick scoot around. I've been out in it. It's alright, to be fair. But what we need to do is give it a clean and see what we're actually working with. So first things first, need to move the cars out of the way. Let's do it. The Civic giving slightly different vibes than the Impreza. Right, so let's have a look around it. So what I like to do is just have a quick look around, see, pick out any obvious faults. So little scrape there, little mark there. World's most faded black trim. The wheels, I mean, being bloody diamond cut, obviously they just all corrode. Like, it's just a thing. It's really irritating. I hate diamond cut wheels. Tyres, plenty of tread. Definitely, well, they've definitely been on here for a little while. But yeah, no other. Again, just a bit dirty. Looks alright. So maybe source a new wing mirror, or at least the cap. Yeah, probably cheap enough. Again, more faded, more corroded. Front tyres, yeah, they got enough tread, but probably going to replace them. Bit of a scrape on the bottom. A couple of other little marks, easy enough. Again, faded. Tyres a bit worn, so yeah, I reckon 2 front tyres on this bad boy. Yeah, diamond cut wheels, just, I don't know whether I'll refurb them or leave them as they are, because piece of shit. Scrape. The paintwork's actually in pretty good condition for a red car. Everyone knows that red cars are notoriously bad for paint fade. It's got a bit of corrosion on, not as bad as the others, but tyres, looks pretty new, that. And that's that. Nice boot. Yeah, what do I get? Jack. No spare tyre, so inflator. 2 of these. temporary repair kits. Oh god, and a West Ham backpack. Interesting. That could go straight in the bin. Just dirty. Get the hoover out on that. This actually folds down and just ends up turning the boot into like a massive boot as well, if you're so pleased. But again, like, pretty good. I have cheated a little bit, so I have actually already been out in the car. Just literally to the shops, down the motorway, down a dual carriageway. I like to test and just make sure it runs all right, really smooth, no knocks, no bangs. Pretty impressed so far. Obviously it doesn't set the world on fire. I've been running it in eco mode. If anyone actually knows what that means, let me know, because I've got absolutely no idea. But again, condition wise, seats good. Again, need it clean. Obviously I've had one of the midgets in here, but looks, if I'm honest, it looks in really good condition. If anyone ever saw the Astra and how that turned up, this is completely different. Although the Astra was from Copart, this is from a different auction place. It's got 2 keys, which is always a bonus. Manual, 6-speed, digital dash, well, speedo. God, no thanks. It has got sat nav too. I don't know how up to date it is. Probably not that up to date. 2013 car. The estate that I'm on is about 10 years old, and it doesn't appear on that, so I'd imagine it hasn't been updated for a little while. So it's got aircon, but the aircon is not working, so I'm assuming it just needs gassing. Right, but everything else, again, like, I've cheated a little bit because I've already been out on it, so I already know. So let's pop the bonnet and have a look underneath. Before I do that, actually, just remembered, let's have a quick look at the service history. If I can actually open the book with one hand. Apparently not. Right. What is, so it's got the stamps in up to 82,000 miles. What's annoying is you haven't bothered filling out what they've actually done on those services, and that is always the thing with an auction car. You sort of take the service you take the service stuff as a bit of a, if you get some, as a bonus. But we'll have a look at that later. Mileage wise, I can't actually remember how much it's done. Let's find out. This is not going to let me do it because, boot's open. Yeah. Don't care. 129,000 is done. So probably due a service, and it's something I tend to do anyway, because, well, you don't know what you're working with. Right, so let's have a quick look underneath. This is where we'll try and work out how to do the bonnet. Relatively easy. I'm used to struts. Maybe I'm spoiled, but that is well annoying when you've got to just do the old manual one. All right, so looks relatively clean. Can't see any oil leaks down by the turbo, which is nice. Looks like there's a bit of seepage there, but that looks old. So that's good. All right, I'll go and get a bit of tissue and we'll yeah, we'll check the oil level. Earth Dreams Technology. Fuck me. Tell you what I need to get. It's a bloody tripod. Right, oil. It has some. Obviously the car's warm. It's pretty much on level ground. Oh yeah, plenty of oil, no dramas. It's obviously black, but it's not like ridiculously black, so I'd imagine it's probably had a service since the last official stamp. But you know, you can only talk about what you can prove. I'll tell you what though, it looks like quite an easy car to work on. Everything's just there. Obviously it's only a 1.6, so it's not a particularly big engine, but it seems alright. Water, yeah, looking good. Okay, so there's that done. What we're going to do now then is give it a clean. Like I said, if I'm honest, paintwork's in excellent condition, so how much difference you'll see, I don't know on the camera, but I'll see it. So that's that. So I'm gonna crack on with that. If we ignore the mess in the garage. So I tend to use hydro products. A couple of reasons. One, they smell amazing. Two, they are a locally based company to me, and I do enjoy supporting local businesses. So I'll snow foam it, use the Karcher, where is it? Hydro Snow. Bang, smells of apples. So yeah, so use the Karcher pressure washer. We'll give it some of that. I don't think, am I going to do a pre-wash? Do you know what, it's not, I don't think it's that dirty. So no, I'm not going to pre-wash it, but I am going to start with the wheels, but you're not going to want to watch that. So I'll show you the results in a minute. Right, is that done? It didn't take too long. Helicopter somewhere. Yeah, like I said, I don't know whether it's, you can sort of see on the camera, but yeah, it's much better. It does need a polish, but I'm not going to do it because it is glorious sunshine. But let's go around it again. So yeah, so there we go. I don't normally give it a clean when it's like blaring sun, but it didn't need a huge amount of work, to be fair. But it's come up really nicely. As with red, there's a couple of imperfections, but I reckon I can get most of that out with a polish, which I'll probably do later tonight. But yeah, ideal. Now, the answer to the question you probably all wanted to know from the beginning of this video, but like most clickbait YouTube, I'll leave it all the way to the end. So I paid £2,000 for this car, which I think is a bit of a bargain, really. The cheapest one on Auto Trade at the moment, basically same mileage, well actually a couple of thousand more, but is 3.8, which again is actually a really good price. I think for anyone looking for like a cheap, reliable runaround, I mean it's free to tax, insurance I think was like £300 a year, like and reckons it does 60 odd miles per gallon, which from driving it around I think that looks pretty reasonable. I think that's an absolute bargain, but yeah, there we go. So that's basically what I do when I pick up an auction car. I've obviously got a couple of bits that I want to repair, wing mirrors, bang a couple of tyres on it, then I'm going to let my stepdad drive around in it for a couple of weeks while he waits for his van, and then it'd be for sale. So there we go. Next video hopefully is going to be on the Astra, fitting some go faster parts before taking it on another track day. But yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching.